Hey guys, it's Shane from Jaggs Journeys. Welcome to this week's video of the theme park weekly wrap-up, where I recap everything that was happening in the last 7 days in the Gold Coast theme parks. Anyway, let's get started.
Jaggs Journeys.
Alright, so I'm going to kick off this week's video with Warner Brothers Movie World. Now, I actually don't have a lot of updates for you there. The only thing I have at the moment is the Doomsday Ride is down for temporary maintenance. There's no opening date on the website. Now, that could mean it may have just been down for today or for the next couple of days. So it's unscheduled maintenance. Just keep your eye on the app or the website for when that ride will be back open again. And also the Carousel, the Looney Tune Carousel, has gone down on temporary maintenance as well. So again, unscheduled, so not sure. Check the app for when that's going to be reopened again. And just a reminder too, Justice League is down on annual maintenance and should be reopened again around the 1st of December. Now, I haven't been back to Movie World since I was there for Fright Nights last week, but I did point out last week that they were doing some work for the Flash ride around sort of the front of Superman. I would say that's where they're probably putting in the new entry into the Flash ride. But again, we'll keep our eye on it. I haven't been back, so I'm unable to provide you any more updates on that, but there's definitely work happening around there, and obviously more work happening inside the Flash ride itself. So next time we head back there, we'll give you some more updates on the Flash construction. And as we pointed out when we were at Fright Nights, we were able to have vision across to the Wizard of Oz construction area, and like I said last week, it's all just a pretty clean, flat area. A lot of groundwork has obviously been done, so we still haven't seen any vertical movement on coaster support beams or anything like that yet. So as soon as we have any kind of visual on that area, if we can get visual on that area, we'll always keep you updated. Now, other than that, Fright Nights is still happening at the moment to the end of the month. If you haven't been, make sure you get along. It's an awesome event. Make sure you check out my video on the opening night of Fright Nights. Also, if you're not already aware, I've started a podcast now called the Theme Park Cartel. So it's myself, it's also Adrian from AU Theme Park Fan, and it's also Riley from That's So Mid. So we've now put together this podcast, and our very first episode is already up, and it's basically a Fright Nights review. So you can find that pretty much on every single platform. The most popular one obviously is Spotify or Apple, but it's on many, many more platforms as well. Make sure you give it a listen next time you're going for a drive or at home. And yeah, we do a full review on the Movie World Fright Nights event. And that's about it for Warner Brothers Movie World for this week. Alright, so over to SeaWorld theme park. Now, we were just there on Friday night for their Halloween event, Spooky Nights. Awesome event. If you haven't already been, or if you're planning to go, it is definitely worth going to. A really good event. It is a bit of a shorter night, 5:30 to 8:30, so you've got to really sort of plan your night to get everything done that you want to see. But awesome event. We really enjoyed it. When I was there, I was able to have a quick look at the area around where the old Viking flume was. It definitely looks like they're doing landscaping there rather than making something for a new attraction. Now, I could be wrong, because that could just be part of it, but they're definitely doing retaining walls through there, and it almost looks like a multi-level garden or pathway even. So possibly they may be opening up the area between, I guess, Ray Reef and Storm, possibly. Again, I'm just speculating here. It'd be great if they could open up that part of the park, because it's kind of awkward to get around to that part of the park. You've got to go right through Nickelodeon, through Jet Rescue, yeah, or back right around behind the Storm Coaster. So yeah, so we'll keep our eye on that. There's definitely a lot of progress happening in that area, in that space there. So that's definitely exciting. If there is a new ride or attraction going there, I'm sure they'll announce something very soon, and if so, we'll keep you updated. While I was there, I also noted that the Dora Carousel is basically completely put back together again, and I did notice that they've actually got all the weights on the seats. So they've obviously been doing some testing with all the weights on it. So there's still no opening date on their website yet, but if I was going to put money on it, it would have to be open ready for the Christmas school holidays, if not sooner. but the fact that they're doing testing now with the weights on it sort of indicates that it shouldn't be too far away. But again, we'll keep our eye on the carousel at SeaWorld. Now, also according to their website or app at the moment, it's saying that Trident is actually down on unscheduled maintenance. Now, it was working when I was there for Spooky Nights, however, it was sort of up and down a little bit, pardon the pun, but it was very windy. So obviously that attraction is very hard to operate in high winds, and SeaWorld's very exposed to high winds. So that ride does tend to go down a little bit often. However, it just says, yeah, unscheduled temporary closure. So keep your eye on the app and the website. It may be open the next time that you're at SeaWorld. Also, just on ride closures, Vortex is still closed. That's scheduled maintenance, and that's due to reopen around the 10th of December. And that's about all I have to update you on for SeaWorld. Over to Dreamworld theme park, and as always, there's plenty to update you on for Dreamworld. I guess we'll start with the Dreamworld flyer. They've done a lot more work on that. We had a bit of a quick sneaky look while we were there for Happy Halloween event on Saturday night, but it was a bit dark, so you can have a quick look here. A lot more groundwork has been done. It looks like maybe all the fountains are getting put in. I think it's something like 128 fountains are going into that attraction as well. It's definitely looking close. As we've reported recently, they have been doing testing on the lights and a little bit of movement on it. However, I do know that they are waiting for the engineers from Italy to come over to commission the ride. So that it obviously can't open until it's been commissioned, and I know that they're hoping to get that done as soon as possible. And they're definitely on track and hoping to have that open for December, if not sooner. It depends on obviously a lot of things, weather included. Definitely a lot more progress going on around the building structures around the ride as well. Anyway, we'll keep it updated on the Dreamworld flyer. Probably the next thing we'll talk about is Rivertown. So ABC Kids World's now closed, and they have removed the Play School wheel. So the Play School wheel will be relocated to Kenny and Belinda's Dreamland next to the Serpent Slayer. So they've got to obviously do a bit of work to that space next to the Serpent Slayer to get it ready for the Play School wheel, including the backdrop behind that as well. Now that all should be reopened in that new space on the 9th of December, which is really exciting. In regards to the rest of Rivertown, well, essentially ABC Kids World, so demolition should start on that real soon. If not any day or any week, it'll literally start very soon. Hence, what they've done is they've actually had to remove part of the train track. So now, for the train at Central Station, when you hop on there, it'll take you around to the first stop at the corroboree, and then it actually reverses back to Central Station. All right, so it pretty much acts as a bit of a shuttle, I suppose, to corroboree and back. And that's because they've had to remove the train tracks around behind Rivertown because of the construction. But they've also then sealed part of that, so you can walk from Tiger Island around behind that, past the old Billabong restaurant, through to the corroboree through the back way. So that's something we noted, and we actually got to walk down there the other night when we were at the Happy Halloween event. So again, huge amount of progress happening there, and we can't wait to see Rivertown completed in 2024. Now also by Belinda's Treehouse and in front of the parents' room, right down to the Big Red Plane ride, they're ripping up all the concrete there, and they're actually putting pathways through there, or redoing pathways essentially. So there's a bit of work going on there, a bit of construction, fencing happening there at the moment. Should only be a couple of weeks, and that should all be back open again. And they're really pushing forward fast with the construction of the Big Red Coaster in the Kenny and Belinda's Dreamland. So as we reported recently, they're doing a heck of a lot of concreting down there, and it's a massive area. Concrete pours, I think it's in about 4 or 5 different parts, so it's such a big area. But that's all literally fully going ahead now, and yeah, we should start to see some construction happening real soon on that area. And again, we'll keep you updated on our next visits to Dreamworld. And Dreamworld's Happy Halloween event kicked off last Saturday night, and I did just release a video on that last night, so make sure you get onto YouTube and check out my video on Happy Halloween. It was a really awesome event. Again, it's a family event. Similar to, I guess, to SeaWorld's, how that's a family event. By the way, I did drop that SeaWorld video Saturday night, so if you haven't already checked out my Spooky Nights SeaWorld video, it is on YouTube as well. But the Happy Halloween event at Dreamworld, I tell you what, the park was absolutely busy. It was a sellout event, and but saying that, it's such a big park, nothing was really bottlenecked. There was queues for the trick-or-treat, because that is a free trick-or-treat, but still they got through everyone. Everyone was really happy, and heaps of people got dressed up, because they did have a competition for best costume. I guess they're running a best not so scary costume competition, which is really cool. It's run on via their Instagram, and there's actually cash prizes up for grabs as well. So if you are heading to Dreamworld for a Happy Halloween event, get dressed up, get the whole family involved. Everyone's getting into it, and there's such awesome costumes. The effort we saw was amazing. I didn't actually film that or put that on the video. However, there was such an effort put in, and again, I actually haven't checked who won yet from Saturday night, but I'm sure it'll be on their Instagram. And just our final reminder too, don't forget to check out the Theme Park Cartel podcast, which is my new podcast. Myself, Adrian from AU Theme Park Fan, Riley from That's So Mid. We have put together the Theme Park Cartel podcast, and our very first podcast is up on there now, and that is a full review of Movie World Fright Nights. Check it out when you've got time. We'll be putting more podcasts up obviously in the weeks to come, and it is available pretty much on all of the social media platforms where you'll find all awesome podcasts. Hey, by the way, check out Maloney's Coasters YouTube as well. I actually feature on there last week on an interview, so you're about to check out a video of myself, and he's also got it on his podcast as well. Make sure you follow and subscribe to Maloney's Coasters. He's based in New South Wales and provides awesome theme park and roller coaster content. And don't forget, during the week, we regularly upload content on all of our social media platforms, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and Facebook. Make sure you follow us on those platforms to keep updated during the week. And also, next time you're at one of the Gold Coast theme parks, particularly on the weekends, why don't you ask the staff on the way in, hey, it's Jaggs Journeys here today? You never know where I might be. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next journey.